Hi, good evening, everybody. This is Daryl from Derail Daryl Channel. Hello, Joe Raider. Yeah, anybody can join this. I just wanted to do a quick live stream for Curly. Of course, he's not here yet because he was over on Jerry's stream. I tried to join Jerry's stream to show Dwight what a crossover should look like, and trying to give him kind of like a, I don't know, a live stream view of what we're seeing. So I guess I'm just going to have to wait until he comes abroad. This is going to be a short live stream. So, so while we're waiting, hey Joshua, I don't know if you heard me, but I'm just doing this for a friend of mine, and he's having a little bit of trouble with Pico switches, electro frog. So I just thought I would do a really quick. Oh, okay, Curly, here you are. Okay, Curly. Okay, tell me that you see a double crossover on the screen. Just yes or no. It should be a yes. Okay. All right, Curly. Curly, what we're looking before us, okay, what you're seeing here and here is a double crossover. Okay, this is actually in a yard of mine, my 12-inch by 8-foot yard. Okay. Now, at this end, you see the points. At this end, I couldn't get on the other end. I couldn't get the points in. Okay, Curly, this is really easy. Okay, I know it's not easy for you, but I figured a live stream would be a lot quicker just to kind of go over it real quick. That way you can watch the live stream over and over again. It's different doing a video just because it takes so much time to do a video. So this is a double crossover. It's exactly what you have, Curly. Okay, these are Picos. They are electro frogs. Okay, now you already know when you're joining electro frogs, wherever wherever the V comes out at the end of the switch. Okay, what I'm showing you right here is this one and this one. Okay, these two rails that come out at the end of the frog. Okay, what happens is you need to put your insulfra, your plastic insulailers there. Okay, no two questions about it. You have to put them there. Okay, and then the same thing on the other side. You have to put insulated rail joiners. Okay, I think you already know that. Okay, the outside rails, which would be this one and then this one over here, they do not need insulated rail joiners. Okay, and I think you already know that too. Okay, I think where the problem is that you're having, okay, like I said, just pretend this is a double main line. This is a double main line. This is a crossover, but again, it's in my yard. Okay, so where you might be having the problem is Curly, what I do, um, the outside points, sometimes because of the heat here in Southern California, I do not weld these joints. Okay, again, these joints, these rails that come together do not need to be insulated, just the outside rails. Okay, just the V part when it comes out of the switch. And I'll be right back. Let me go get an actual switch. Okay, so here we have it. Here's a brand new switch. Okay, again, when it comes to the end of the frog, those have to be insulated. Okay, these outside ones do not. Okay, I think where you're having the problem is when when you lay this down, you have to wire these kind of like in a series. Okay, so let me just take this out because that's going to be confusing because I've already got track laid down. Okay, so just for say, your outside track, whatever color it is, black, red, or white. We'll call this red on this side, white on this side. This track on this side would be red, white. Again, red, white, red, white. And then this rail here would be red and white. The problem you might be having is the wiring of them may not be completely correct. But in any case, so what I do, these in here are already wired. Okay, so I've got a red wire here and a white wire here. Okay, red and white. On this track, it's the same thing, even in the switch. This side of the rail is going to be, I'm going to wire a red one. On this side of the rail, I'm going to wire a white one. Okay, again, we're going to go again. This track is red, white. This track is red, white. Okay, that's it. You wire the switches as so. So if this was the first switch you're going to wire, you got to know which direction, you got to know where your wires in series are, how they're wired. I wire them essentially the same. Way over here, red, white, red, white, red, white. Your switch is going to be red, white. Okay, that's how they're wired. That's how this is wired. Okay, now when you lay this switch down, this is the same thing that I'm going to be showing. This is a code 83 Pico electro frog. Okay, when the switch is thrown, okay, if this is the white side, this is the white side. This whole center section, this whole thing in here, all this in here is powered. It's all powered white. It's all powered white. Okay. Now, Pico did this for a reason. You could take these right out of the box. I flip the switch over, and I know a lot of guys are going to have a problem with this, but this center wire here, I take right out. I just cut it off. Don't even need it. Okay. Then I slap the track down. There is enough room between the point and the rail for all locomotives and all cars to go through it. So again, when you're wired, when this is switched to that way, it's switched to the red side. This, when you flip it to this side, it becomes white, which is going into the other track. All this in here is powered, Dwight. All of this, not this rail, but it is powered. Okay, I want to make that clear. All of this is powered, but this rail, this point right here, is not touching that rail. There's more than enough distance to get a locomotive, a 6-axle locomotive, a passenger car through there without the flange touching. Pico did this for a reason, because you could use them right out of the box. You don't have to do anything else. Now this is just for I just like flipping the switches myself. Okay, that's how I like doing it. None of my switches are wired. They're all done by me. So I'm the yard man, the brake man, the engineer. So you shouldn't have any problems with trains coming in to that side. And again, let me take this out of the picture. As this is coming in to white, so this is red, this is white, this is going to be red. Okay, that red's going to follow through all the way through. Okay, except for here. Okay, you got to insulate these two. Okay, because of the way the electric frog works, if you do not put the insulated rail joiners in there, you will get a short. Okay, you will get a short. So with all that said, it comes through here, and then you're back on the right rail. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I can tell you that what I just explained is I know it might be a lot for you, Dwight, but the only thing you need to understand, you've got the insulation joints at the end of the frogs. I think you've already got that. You just got to remember to wire them in series. And that's how I do it. Red, white. The switch is done red and white. Okay, there's no other way of doing it. So when you wire your red, you got to make sure you're wiring it to the correct wire down underneath your layout. Okay, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And when you come when you come down to the end where the points are, okay, when you come down here to where the points are, it's all going to be the same. They all have to be switched out the same. Okay, so if you understand is how this is working, that's all there is to it. Again, on this side of the switch, red, white. This switch I powered, red, white. This switch I powered, red, white. Okay, that way they're wired correctly. Red, white. And again, the switch over here, red, white. I kind of hope that you kind of see, you know, what I'm doing. So Curly, if you're in there, buddy, I hope this was helpful to you. Okay, wait, okay. Hello, the Mom and Son Rail fans. Hello, Joshua, Split Rock. Hi, Split Rock. Guys, I'm sorry. This was just a impromptu video. I just wanted to do a live. It was just easier for me to do a live thing for Curly because he has the same switches that I do, and he's getting so many different answers. And I just felt I just needed to do a live event. Look, there's a lot of ways to doing things. This is just the way I do it, and it works for me. It's always worked for me. And like I said, if you ever watch one of my videos, for 2.5, 3 hours, I have 2 trains that run solid, rock solid. They don't jump the tracks, they don't jerk, and they're running through a series of 12 to 14 switches just like this. So I felt that it was my kind of friendly duty to help to white out. I don't know if this is going to help. I could have done a video on this, but the video would have taken me a couple hours to do and cut and edit. And even then, you really can't answer questions. So Curly, let me see what you got. Okay, how about that wire you were supposed to cut? Okay, here it is again. Curly, that wire, let me show you something. I'm going to bring that switch up again. Remember, people, this is just how I do it. I'm just showing Curly because Curly, do not cut that wire if you're thinking you're going to put frog juicers in. Okay. Look, you want to simplify your layout. This is the way to do it. Do not put those juicers in there. You do not need them. You do not need the juicers. If you plan on going a completely different way, as far as you're going to do tortoises, you're going to go, you're going to just go off the wall with this layout, then you keep that wire in. I cut the wire out because my layout is never going to be that. I am the yard man, I am the brake man, I am the engineer, and I like to completely flip my switches. Well, I like to move my switches by hand. So, let me see here. Okay, the Mom and Son Rail fans. Now we understand what went wrong when we tried to cross track. Now we need to see how to insulate. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. And Mom, what you actually had was a reversing loop. Not only do you need to insulate that loop, you can do it, but you're going to need to have a reversing reversing, I can't think of the name right now because this was so impromptu, but I can send you that. Okay, I understand the insulated of the power. Okay, how about the wire you're supposed to cut then in a different place? No, Curly, if you're thinking what I'm thinking you're thinking, you're using a Pico electro frog. If you want to join those rails, that's fine. I'm just showing you the way I do it because you have the same as I do. And again, not everybody's going to agree with me, and that's fine. That's what this is all about. It's about a community just helping one another out, and that's all this is. I'm just showing you how I do it. Me, Curly, again, watch. Curly, brand new switch, brand spanking new. Okay. I don't do anything. I don't wire across. I don't do any of that because your electrofrog Picos are already made to put down on the table. You wire each side. Red on this side, white in this side. Okay. That's it. It's done. You're done. And you should have no problems. On this end, remember, at the end of the V here in the frog, you need to add plastic rail joiners on these ends only. Now, it can get confusing because I've done it myself. I forgot to put a rail joiner in there. So, okay. I don't know. Okay, Curly says, okay, you're welcome, Mom. Thank you for making it and understanding it better. I may just as well buy new turnouts. I have killed these turnouts. Now, I'm sorry to hear that, Curly. So you are one. Oh, so you are wiring. Hey, Gary. Oh, so you are wiring the rails closer up. Mm, I'm not too sure what that means, Curly. All I'm asking you to do is just look. I mean, you really what I'm saying to you. This is a brand new switch. This switch is brand spanking new, right out of the box. Okay, electrofrog, right out of the box. Okay, and I'm just telling you, Pico made these so you can take them out of the box. You can tuck the wire away. Don't cut the wire. You can tuck the wire away. Me, I cut the wires because I'm never going to do anything different as far as what's going on here. And like I said, I like to move the points over by my finger. Okay, that's just me. Okay, I like moving the points over. All you got to do, Curly, that's it. Insulate the end of the frogs. That's it. Wire them in series. Red, white. So that's how I've done it here. We go all the way over to the other track. Red, white, red, white, red, white. So your switch, red, white. Same thing with over here. We're going to go over here. Red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white. That way, all your wires are matching. You just have to hook it up underneath that way. So, and that's it, Curly. I mean, really, that's it. I mean, in some cases on the outside rail, I will solder the outside rails. Okay. You can do that, but I usually don't solder them because I'm in Southern California. And like today, it's about 117 in this garage. I'm sweating profusely. That's why I'm not on camera. So you can weld this rail, the outside, and you can weld this one. All these in here have to be insulated. And you just put a wire on this side of the switch, a wire on that side of the switch. You wire it down to your bus line and you're done. That's all there is to it. Now, I will say this though, Dwight, and anybody else who is listening, these switches only get power when it is switched. Okay, so like with this power, if I switch it to this side, this is on the white side of the rail. Okay, what will happen sometimes, the points will get dirty and you will not get power. Okay. Even if you have them wired, you will not get powered. It's just the way it works. So let me see here. I actually have. Okay. This is what I'm going to show you in view, in camera view. Okay, for anybody who's listening, okay, this is what I use to clean my track. This is it. This is what I use. CR2-26, multi-purpose precision lubricant. Okay, this is what I use. Okay, what I'll do, and I'll do it even right over the track. I'll just take a little squirt on a little Q-tip, and I'll give it a little squirt right over the track. Doesn't matter. And then I'll take it in there and I'll clean the points, like I'm doing right here. I'll clean the points. This is just how electrofrogs work. This is how they work. They only get power to the frog, because you got to remember, like I said, even though you have wires, even though you have it wired here and wired there, the center of the switch, which is the frog, is not getting any power. Period. Not getting any power. The only way this frog gets powered is when it touches this rail. So, yes, your points are going to have to be cleaned ever so often. I don't see the big deal in that. It's really not a big deal, because you should be cleaning your track anyways. You need to clean your points. Just like your locomotives, same thing. Everybody cleans the rails, but they forget to clean the axles, or they forget to clean the wheels on the locomotive. It's the same thing. You can clean your track all day long. You can put it on the track, and your train, your loco doesn't run. The reason why it doesn't run is because why? Your axles and wheels were not cleaned. It's the same thing. So when you clean your track, you got to make sure that every once in a while you clean your points. That's it. So now let's see here. Yes, Thomas, it is. That is awesome stuff. I've been using it for a long time. And again, everybody who has joined here, this was just a really quick live event for D White at Curly Express. You know, if nobody's gone to his channel, he's got a great channel. He's a really great guy. You know, every once in a while, he just needs some help. And everybody in the community has given him great suggestions, hands down. And it just was today, Curly was on Jerry's live stream, and he just really wanted somebody to do a video for him. I've done videos before. I would much rather do a live event, because that way I don't have to spend 2 hours editing it. I could just do it live right here. So, okay, let's see. Curly says, I have a small block of wood about the width of an HO rail. Then cover it in old blue jean matter and spray it with C. Okay, that's split rock. Cool. What did, let me see here. I might have my turnouts all screwed up since I'm doing things I didn't need to do. Yeah, you know what, Curly? Here's the thing is, I'm going to just go out there and say it again. Everybody who's in this community knows how to do this. Everybody has their own way. Trust me, and I'm not knocking anybody. This is just how I do it. And the only thing that I can say is it's up to you, Dwight, what you want to do. If you want to buy insulated or keep the electrofrogs that you have. Okay. Now, there is one more thing. Let me see if I have it handy and available so I can kind of all show. No, it's not quite available. I don't see it. Okay, I don't see that part. I have a sorry guys. Okay, anyways. Okay, so this let me see here. Wow, this is kind of cool. I've never done a live event for. This is different. Okay. So Split Rock says, this community has helped me so much. Heath has showed me so much time with money and electronics. Correct. Yeah, Heath is really good in that. But like I said, I finally, I finally said to Dwight, you get so many people helping you, you're getting confused. It's like you can put one question out there and ask six other people. When those six other people come back, you're going to get what? Six different answers. So I tried to go up on Jerry's stream today, but he wasn't using StreamYard. So Jerry's still alive, I believe. So I just decided to just do this. I told Jerry, look, I'm going to go live real quick just for Curly. That's why I just put up for Dwight. I'm sorry that was kind of confusing, but so Joe says I use a CRC contact cleaner. Yeah, actually, this is not the contact cleaner. I think the contact cleaner is a little bit more harsher, but if it works for you, great. Again, like Thomas said, this is the stuff that I use, and I'm telling you, a huge difference. Also, what it does is it leaves a little film of black on the rails, which is good because it makes the contact of your locomotive to your rail in continuity way better. So everybody's constantly cleaning. I don't clean my rails very often. Not very often. I just run my trains. That's what it is. So let me see here. So yes, okay. So let me go. If I haven't damaged them that much, it will still work. It should, Dwight. It really should. I don't know, but like I said, you were getting so many different opinions. You could fill your head up, and it can actually explode. So that's why, Dwight, I said, look, find one person on YouTube. Doesn't matter who it is. Look at their layout. Look at their switches. See if they're running through the switches correctly. They're not conking out. Pick that person. Ask them questions. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So why we're doing this, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch. We're going to move this locomotive quite along. So just to give a quick demonstration for them going across this crossover in my yard. So there you go. There's 3 SD40-2s going through a crossover without a hitch. No problems whatsoever. And this is what I was telling Dwight. Mine is completely, I don't know, maybe you would say prehistoric to today's standards. But old school works. And that's how I wire my layout. It's just old school. That's it. Nothing fancy about it. And like I said, I'm the one who's the engineer, the brakeman. I'm everything. And I just love to flip my own switches. That's it. And let's do it again. I'm going to put it in reverse. And I'm going to let her roll through the switches again. Just so you see this isn't any smoke and mirrors. Thank you, girl. You're a great person that always wants to help. Thank you for the love. Curly, you're certainly welcome, buddy. Look, you know what? If I was any closer to, even if I was in the nearest state, which I'm not, Dwight, hands down, I would hop in my truck and I'd get supplies and I would totally get you done. So well, we had a little niche there. Um, that's because the points are dirty. I didn't clean those points. But in any case, oh, I know what it is. Jesus. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I didn't clean that track. This was just a really quick setup. So in any case, um, I didn't want to take any more time. So yeah, it. Let me see here. What where are we at? Oil. Okay, let me go back. Okay, Joe says all my turnouts are old Atlas units. See, as I was not going to do the only to help him. Okay, look, Joe, he can go the other way. I mean, he can, but it's like everybody else. We're all on a budget, and that's what he had. And then he got so many different, people helping him, which was fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think in the process, Dwight got a little confused, and it's easy to get confused. And I just wanted to put out a quick live stream video. And Dwight, really, if you want to reach out to me, you can grab my email. You're going to have to go on a laptop to grab my email. And grab my email, and then we can swap phone numbers. And I can help you through there. But I don't know what you did to those. So, but look, if you wire them again, if you wire them like I said, you wire them. It doesn't matter what color. It doesn't matter what color. It doesn't matter what color wire you're using. You do them in series, however you wire. So from way over here, like I said, red, white, red, white, red, white. And then here, it's going to be red and white. Remember, there is no wire going to this. I think that might be confusing to most people. And everybody wants to wire. And that's fine. You can. That's what that's what this wire is for down in here. That's what this wire right here is for. Right here. That's what that wire's for. To power the frog. And I would say 80% of the guys out there want to wire the frog. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't disagree with that one bit. This is just how I do it. I cut it off because there's no way ever, ever, ever that I'm going to do anything else with it. Never. Not going to happen. So you got to remember, even if you wire the outsides here, your frog here, from here, well, right here, your frog from here all the way down to the points is not going to get any juice. None. Only way it's going to get juice is when the points make, okay. I got to shut that off. The point, yeah, you're only going to get juice when that blade or that point hits that rail. That's the only time it's going to get juice. So that's why I said it was very important, which I didn't do. I just did it in front of everybody. I took the Q-tip and then I put that CRC on it and then I cleaned the thing. Okay, I didn't do all that. Okay, and the only reason why I didn't, because it was it was quick. So anyways, let's see what everybody is saying. Antmeter will help you find dead spots. Yeah, you know what, Thomas? That's exactly what I was trying to find, but actually something way easier than that. Of course, I was trying to find it. Maybe it's over here. Okay, what I had, Thomas, and here it is again, Curly. What I had was a 12 volt. Sorry, guys. I was still looking for it because that would have been good because I was looking for it and it wasn't. Of course, it's never where it's supposed to be when you want it. So It's just a 12 volt battery light that you just hit the rails with, and you know, it shows you when it lights up. It shows you that you're getting power, and I can't believe I don't. It's not where it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, yeah. I hate that when that happens. Okay, well, I didn't find it, and I can't find it, and I'm just got a mess here and everything. Sorry, folks. This was just a quick promptu. Yeah, I'm not finding it. If it was gonna be anywhere, it would have been right here. Okay, well, anyways, Dwight, got one more question for you, buddy. Hey, George, has this helped you in any way? I know you said thank you. You're a great person, but really, Dwight, if you got any questions, okay, you say you got it. Um, I said, you know, Dwight, if you want to grab my email, grab my email. We could switch phone numbers. That would be terrific. But got to remember one thing. I'm using the same thing that you are using. So that's why I thought it was my thing that I wanted to do for you real quick and just show you. And Dwight, you got it? Do you want me to show you one more time while we're still here on live? Let's see. Oh, hi, Mike. Hi, Trackside Mike. You guys, sorry, this wasn't a live stream. This was just for Dwight, my friend. Okay, you got it. Okay. All right, everybody. Okay, so I hope everybody kind of got an idea how I do my Pico. These are code 83. These are electro frogs. That's how I do it. I don't recommend anybody doing it that way. It's just how I do it because everybody else has a different view, and I welcome that. Again, this was just for Curly because he has the same setup, and there you go. Okay, everybody, thank you for visiting, and Dwight, we'll see you on the next stream, buddy. Okay, everybody, good night. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Curly. Thank you, Joe. White Walls. Thank you. George, thank you. Okay, ending broadcast.